name is the Gas Lamp Killer, aka GLK. Man, when I was 14, got my first belt-driven turntable, started collecting records. And I started going to raves all the time, and I saw one DJ controlling the whole room like a band. And I just said, that's what I want to do. It just kind of evolved from there, you know? And I think that all of us in Southern California, like, were pushed either to surf or skate or do sports, or to be completely like rebelling against that shit with music and art and creative shit like on that end. And so I was just part of that crew that would go out and graffiti and b-boy, and I had a lot of really good, positive people around me just motivating me all the time, and I still do. And so I just felt like this is it. I'm gonna do this. When I was a kid, before MySpace and Google and the internet and all that stuff, we would just have to prove ourselves somehow, in some way, in the community as dope. You know, so I would bring my bag of records to every single gig and ask the promoter, yo man, let me get 10 minutes, let me get 15 minutes, let me play like 5 records, let me just do a little routine, please, you know? And I would always be asking these fools like to let me spin, you know? And finally, some of these older cats started letting me get on the turntables, and they realized that I wasn't fucking around and that I really was serious. I just started getting with people and playing more parties and moving up the coast a little bit. Just worked my fucking ass off, you know, and try to just keep proving myself to these fucking people with power. It's just the only fucking way. And then once the internet came about, obviously, you know, we all had our ways of marketing and getting the music out there to people, and, you know, all the multimedia stuff that we use. Nowadays, it's not so hard, so for the kids out there, you won't have to do all that craziness. But if you do, it'll just make you better. I worked really hard for this, you know? Well, I've always been really hyperactive, never paid attention in class, never was quiet. I was always really loud and disruptive, and you know, I was b-boying, doing graffiti, always felt like I needed to like beat up, you know? When I would b-boy in the circles, I would feel like waiting for my chance. Like that song comes on, it gets you open, and it just, you waiting for that chance to just get in the circle and do your thing. And like that fire stayed with me through DJing, and it still does. Like I walk into a club, I hear some music, and I'm just like, damn, I'm open right now, you know? Like, I just want to get on. I want to get on, and I get inspired by these things. And yeah, there's hard parts too, but like you just got to believe in yourself, be inspired in what you do, and that fire comes from within. You either got it or you don't. You know, you can't fake something like that. Well, there's obviously a big difference between 100 and 1,000. There's a bigger difference between 1,000 and 10,000. The energy can vary depending on the energy of the audience. There could be 10,000 people that don't like your stuff, or 100 people that love your stuff. And the 100 people that love your stuff in that basement full of homies is gonna feel 10 million times better than rocking in front of 10,000 people who don't care. Obviously, it's an intense rush just having to get yourself onto the stage. It's insane. But once I get on the turntables, it's like getting into the driver's seat of my car, put the key in, put it in reverse, get out of my spot, put it in drive, go. Depending on the energy, that can go many ways. I'm not gonna give if they ain't gonna give, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not automatically performing right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing music at first. But if there's a crowd and they're boom in my face and interested, it's like, why not give it to them hard as I can, you know? My goal right now for the next 5 years, I'll just leave it. I'm not going to go all the way. My goal is to die like everyone else eventually, because Lord knows you can't live fucking forever. You know, like so many people, I want to get back all the energy that I put out. I feel like I have a lot to say and I have a lot to give back beyond just the performing. So that's my goal, is to like really be able to give back to the community in more ways than just performing, Peace, this is the Gaslamp Killer. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks a lot for watching. Much love.